Hey there, this is Steve with Smitty's Fly Box. We are tying a jig style Pat's Rubberlegs for our beginner fly tying box, November. So this is a really good pattern. You know, obviously the Pat's Rubberlegs is a classic fly, so this is just a variation of that using the tungsten bead and a jig style, which I really like. It's a little bit smaller too, so first thing we're going to do is we just have these rubber legs, and I'm going to put a tail out the back. So I'm actually going to just lay down a nice thread base right there, and just take one of those rubber legs and just tie it right on the top of the hook like that, and then you can fold it back over and then wrap back over itself. So again, I'm going over the top away from me, and that forks them out like that. So this is just basically like a little stonefly nymph. And then we'll let's just advance our thread a little bit forward there, and this is where we're going to tie in our chenille. So I really like this tan black color, and I like to tie it in up here towards the bead. Just helps anchor that bead in a little bit, and we'll create a little underbody. So as I wrap over the top away from me, I'll tie that down all the way back to the base of my tail, and we'll let that kind of hang right there. And now we'll come up the hook shank about 2/3, about right there, and that's where we're going to put in our legs. So I like to use 3 here together, and I'm just going to lay those in there like that. Try to hold them together as best I can, and then I'm going to lay them across the top of the hook like that. And just kind of make one wrap just to get them on there. And now the closest set towards me, I'm just going to pull those back and then wrap, just figure 8 wrap. So I'm going over the top through and then back over them like that. And that's how we'll anchor those in there, like so. And a little tricky right now, it's those legs going every which way. But once I have 4 or 5 good wraps in there, I'm just going to take my thread right to the base of the bead there, and now with my chenille we'll start wrapping forward. So I'm going to just take this over the top away from me and just begin building that body as we go. And once I reach my legs here at the back, I'm going to try to separate them now. So I'm going to take the back leg, hold it back, I'm going to bring my chenille through that one, the back leg there. Okay, there's the first one. Now we'll find the middle leg, pull that back right there, pull the middle, and they'll start kind of forming how you want them. And then we'll take the front leg and come just in front of those. And as we do that, see how it, try to make our nice tight wraps. That creates the body there, and the legs will separate kind of how you like them. And so now I'm going to just hold the chenille with my right hand, drop my thread over with my left hand 2 or 3 good times there, and now I can snip this off right there. Good idea if you can to I'll just put a little bit of super glue on my thread, and then I can wrap it and let some get down in there and just kind of glue that head slightly right there. Now we're ready to whip finish. So I'm just going to pull those legs back out of the way and just do our whip finish right there at the bead, put in a good whip finish. And now I can snip off this excess right there. Now we can trim those legs down more to size. Again, this is kind of a smaller version of a Pat's rubber leg. make it look like a little stonefly nymph is really what we're trying to do. So when that gets wet in the water, it really does look buggy, and it'll ride like that. Hook up right along the bottom. That tungsten bead is good weight. You could fish it as a dropper, just if you're in, you know, a couple feet of water, and just hit those little pockets and stuff like that. So it's a smaller version, Jig Rubberlegs, deadly little fly.